If you're new to the world of Formula One and are getting confused with all the things going on currently ahead of the season opener, following are the 10 key things to know about the 2022 Formula One season. New regulations. If you're expecting status quo from 2021, you might be in for a surprise. There has been a major regulation overhaul and the cars look drastically different now. That means we could see some of the back markers like Haas significantly ahead in the pack and some front of the grid teams like Mercedes struggling a bit in races initially. There could also be a bit of a reshuffle between the grid with marginally better or worse performances by teams like Alpine, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin, etc. New/returning drivers. Guan Yu Zhou is the newest driver in the grid, partnering with Valtteri Bottas in the Alfa Romeo team. Zhou is the first Chinese driver to compete in Formula One. Haas has cut ties with their Russian title sponsor Uralkali and also with their driver Nikita Mazepin. That means their former driver Kevin Magnussen, who was out of Formula One for a year, has returned to Formula One on a multi-year contract. Number 3. Racetracks. There will be 23 races in total this year, including the brand new one in Miami. The Russian Grand Prix was officially cancelled due to the current geopolitical situation. A substitute for it is not yet announced. The final race is planned to be held on 20th November in Abu Dhabi. Number 4. Sprint qualifying. Following the success of sprint qualifying sessions last year, there will be 3 race weekends with sprint qualifying this year as well. There has been a major change in points given for sprint though. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 would be the point system for the top 8 finishes. Emilia-Romagna, Austrian and Brazilian GPs would hold sprint qualifying sessions. Number 5. Slightly slower cars. New regulations means slightly slower cars and therefore we could see slower pole timings versus last year's on the same track. Cars might perform better though with better aerodynamic designs that helps cars follow others in dirty air. Driver shuffles. We would see Valtteri Bottas in Alfa Romeo this year taking the seat of Raikkonen, who retired last season. George Russell would take Bottas' seat at Mercedes. Alex Albon returns to Formula One, taking Russell's seat at Williams. Verstappen's contract extension. Max Verstappen signed a long-term deal with Red Bull for until 2028 after the first practice round in Barcelona. Experts say it might indicate a strong Red Bull package for the new era in Formula One, which gave Verstappen confidence to sign such a long-term deal. Results from practice rounds. McLaren was strong in the first practice round in Barcelona but struggled a bit in Bahrain. Mercedes struggled a bit overall, and Hamilton mentioned they might not be fighting for wins from the beginning. Red Bull looked strong with Verstappen setting the fastest lap right at the end of the third day. AlphaTauri's Pierre Gasly was driving alongside Hamilton on day 2 in Bahrain, and from the looks of it, AlphaTauri seems to be doing quite well this time around. Haas is another noteworthy team with Magnussen and Schumacher both setting up top 10 times for Bahrain. Team principal changes. You would see Otmar Szafnauer, who headed the Racing Point Aston Martin teams for the last several years, leading the Alpine team this time around. Mike Krack, who has formerly held various engineering roles in BMW and Sauber, would take over as the team principal at Aston Martin. Reduced budget cap. There are so many other things that could also be mentioned in this video, but one thing which would have the most impact would be the reduced budget cap. For this year, it would be $140 million per team. This, added with the fact that there are 23 races to get through, would mean that the teams would put more focus on the reliability versus performance. We could see some conservative approaches by midfield teams, while top-tier teams would be weighing cost-benefit logic on all major decisions. So, there you have it. There are bigger question marks this year versus previous years as to which team would dominate and who would come out on top as the clear contender for the Drivers' Championship. If last season was exciting, this season clearly has the potential to fly even higher. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel if you like to watch similar content, and stay tuned to I Am Formula for everything Formula One. Until next time, take care and stay safe.